Hello and welcome to How to Play Brag, presented by GatherTogetherGames.com. This video will cover how to play the card game Brag. The video will start with the general concepts and gameplay, and then get into more of the details for the game. The game is played with 3 to 8 players. To play, you will need a 52 card deck and something to make bets with, such as poker chips. Before the cards are dealt, each player will make an ante. The ante for this example is 1 chip. Then, each player is dealt 3 cards, 1 card at a time. The object of the game is to win the middle pot by being the only player that did not fold their hand, or by having the highest ranking hand at the end of a round. The hands are ranked, with the best being a prile, which is 3 cards in the same rank. The best prile is 3 threes, then 3 aces, 3 kings, down to 3 twos. The next best hand is a running flush, 3 cards in sequence in the same suit. The best running flush is ace 2 3 in the same suit, then ace king queen. 4 3 2 is the lowest ranking running flush. 2 ace king is not a valid run. Next comes a run, 3 cards in sequence. The suits do not matter. Ace 2 3 is the best run, then ace king queen, and so on down to 4 3 2. Next, a flush, 3 cards in the same suit. If players tie with a flush, they will compare card ranks, aces being the highest, then kings, down to the twos being the lowest. Next, a pair, 2 cards in the same rank. If players tie with a pair, they will compare card ranks. First the rank of the pair, if still a tie, then the rank of the third card. The final hand is high card when no player has a previously mentioned hand. With multiple high card hands, compare the highest card first, then the second highest, then the lowest to determine a winner. The player left of the dealer is first to play. Player 2 has the option to make a bet or fold and be out of the round. Player 2 makes a bet of 1 chip. Play moves left to player 3. Player 3 can fold or make a bet. When betting, players have to match the last bet made or can raise the bet amount if wanted. Player 3 will match the bet of 1 chip. Play moves to player 4, who decides to fold and be out of the hand. When a player folds, the cards are placed at the bottom of the remaining deck from the deal. Play moves to player 5, who will match the bet of 1 chip. Play moves to player 1, who will raise the bet by betting 2 chips. Play returns to player 2, who decides to fold now. The folded cards are placed at the bottom of the deck. Player 3 matches the bet of 2 chips. Player 5 decides to fold. The cards are placed on the bottom of the deck. Once the round is down to 2 players, a player has the option of betting twice the previous bet and announcing they want to see the other player's cards. Once a player's cards are seen, a winner of the hand is determined. Player 1 will continue this round by betting 2 chips. Player 3 matches the 2 chips bet. Player 1 bets double with 4 chips and calls to see player 3's cards. Player 3 reveals their cards and has a flush. If player 1 has a better hand, they will show their cards. Player 1 does not have a better hand and will fold their hand without showing it. Player 3 wins the pot and their cards go to the bottom of the deck. Player 3 collects the chips in the pot. The deal moves to player 2, who will deal the next hand without shuffling the deck. If all but 1 player folds, the 1 player that didn't fold wins the middle pot. A player can choose to play the hand blind. When dealt, the player will not look at their cards. When playing blind, all your bets are worth double. This means a blind player will only have to put in half the current bet to match the bet. A blind player can look at their cards at any point during the round, but upon looking will have to bet by the normal rules. The final show of the cards at the end of a round can only be done if all but 2 players have dropped out. If you are a blind player, the cost to see is by matching the previous bet and calling to see the opponent's cards. If you are not playing blind and the other player is playing blind, you are not allowed to call for a card show. The player not playing blind can only continue betting or drop out. If both players are not playing blind, either player in turn may pay twice the previous bet and call for a show. After a show, if the hands are equal, the player who did not pay for the show wins the pot. Players should agree on betting minimums and maximums before starting the game. Folded cards are always added to the bottom of the deck, and most rounds start without shuffling the deck. If a player wins a showdown with 3 of a kind, then the next round will begin with a shuffled deck. That wraps up how to play Brag. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, and find more game tutorials by subscribing to the channel Gather Together Games. Thanks for watching!